Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Sword of the Stars. So, it's been a couple of weeks since the last time I recorded because I believe it was the second recording session. I got pretty far along and so I ended up just deciding to hold off on recording any more parts once I realized just how far along I was in the subsequent, well, I don't think it was that exact next recording session, but it was the one after that. But either way, so I'm sort of trying to figure out exactly where we were before. I know we were taking the fight to the Zool, and got a couple of options here for subsequent attacks. I think we were holding off though until I could get some colony ships up here, I think. Yes, I believe that was the plan. Have you building some freighters? Well, no. Did I have somebody else building some more colony ships? Presumably I did. At least I would have thought I was. But apparently not. Interesting. Okay. So that's 6 of those. I'd rather you just build however many you can in a single turn, which is apparently going to be just 3.
We'll have those ships out in no time.
Okay, so yeah, I think the plan was kind of to hold off until we colonize some of these worlds. Though, realistically, I don't think I necessarily have to do that.
Yes, sir. Fleet on heading Alpha.
We're going to go ahead and push. I think that was the plan before, but plans have changed.
Unloading ore now, Commander. All right, rock rats. Get that ore moving.
I don't think we have any. Well, what are we researching right now? Incorporate Tarka. I don't think super useful for us right this second. If I'm completely honest. How about we research...
Computers online. Labs fully staffed.
Research... actually... I know. Is there a reason I can't... Oh, never mind.
Yes, Commander. Initiating
Research subjugate human. That'll be more useful for us, I think, in the immediate future. Because eventually we will end up going to war against Hope Hubris. Gotta get my timer started. One thing I do want to mention, between the last time I recorded and this session, I did get myself a better webcam. Because I decided, hey, if I'm going to, keep having this model down here in the corner, I should probably get a better webcam so it doesn't just kind of bug out regularly, particularly when it comes to the eyes. Especially, the webcam I was using was something I got like a decade and a half ago. A crappy little 720p webcam bought at a Staples, I think it was. Because I needed it for... I think it was for like an SAT prep course thing. But either way, yeah, it was a piece of junk. So, got myself a much better webcam now. And so far it seems like it's working much better. My eyes, at least from what I could tell from some quick testing, don't seem to bug out.
heard the man. Get this ship moving. Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear.
Oops, that's not what I meant to click on. Okay, I don't know which battle this is. I didn't pay attention. But it seems to be the one that has
Target data received. Turbines to speed.
the cruisers, I think. Just based upon how small it is, the thing that just came at us.
Aye, sir.
Or not. I don't know what that was. Because no, this actually looks to be the Dreadnought one.
Ah, sir. Fire, fire, fire. Command ship under attack.
That's fine. Once this guy is able to fire again, he will just absolutely pop that like a balloon.
Bringing guns to bear.
I thought they had two dreadnoughts. Or was it actually a dreadnought and a cruiser? I guess it was a dreadnought and a cruiser, but I could have sworn it was two dreadnoughts.
No remaining combatants, sir.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was a dreadnought and a cruiser. This one I think was just all cruisers. It was like 4 ships. I think 2 different classes of cruisers. Like 2 each. Yeah, pretty much. Looks like they're trying to run away. Okay, who was at that fire? Was it you? I didn't think that thing was within targeting range.
Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear. Taking enemy fire.
But it seems pretty damn effective, honestly.
Boarding pod, sir.
Well, that's annoying. But yeah, the antimatter torpedo seems pretty effective.
No remaining combatants, sir.
System update.
Ore carrier's empty, sir.
Okay, now that is a well-developed world over there.
Course plotted. Engaging node drive.
I thought I had some more bio-wars on the way. Oh, way back here. Okay. I think it was gonna be 2 each,
Fleet moving
so
out.
I'm gonna go ahead and have the one that's already built start moving out. Do we have any ideas to how their nodes are set up here? Not in the slightest. Okay. I would much rather keep Alpha Fleet 6 here, even though they don't use the same mode of travel as us. I would still just prefer to keep it there. So what do we have here? 10 ships. at least one station with probably its defensive satellites. That's going to be the 25 ships detected. That's they might actually have a couple of stations. No, maybe not. It's 1, 5, 7, 9, 10. Okay, no, I think it's one station, its defensive satellites, the planet's defensive satellites, and then 10 ships, but I don't know what the hell the 10 ships are. Yeah, we're not gonna move right now, I don't think. Anything particularly interesting here? Nope. Trade, who needs more freighters? Particularly anybody who has the free construction right now. Unless my math is way off, that'll get you the 15 you're looking for. I think beyond that, I'm going to save some money. Make sure that all these are as far to the right as they can be to maximize the amount of trade slots they're using. Wherever the line is. Okay. Okay, nothing else to really do this turn. Let's go ahead and end it. God, I hope hubris turns take forever to process. Yeah, I really need to take them down a few, but that's going to take a little bit.
System update.
We have made a breakthrough, Commander.
Oh, wonderful. Got subjugate humans. That'll be helpful. Don't really care for commerce rating, if I'm completely honest. It's just... Honestly, I'm kind of out of things that I care about researching, for the most part. Sure.
This project could be the big breakthrough you have been looking for.
We'll get that so that we can have dreadnought drone carriers. Are you guys full? Nope. Probably one more turn. But pretty much as soon as the Zool are dealt with, the only real enemy that we'd be able to engage is going to be Hope Hubris.
System update.
Forget it, sir. We're stuffed.
Okay. I'm going to have
Aye,
you
sir.
go to Ixion. Yep. Yeah, Ixion's fine. Cestus 2 declared independence. I'm going to assume that's probably a Hope Hubris world. Or at least was. They seem to be having some internal issues with maintaining their control. You want Sarah? Which I'm not sure where that is. Yeah, I can't really do anything about it if I don't know where the place is that you're talking about. Okay. I'm actually gonna, I think, I know I had that guy build me some more, but I think I'm gonna actually split these guys. Oops. Didn't mean to do it that way. Should have just done, add to new fleet instead of split ships after selecting all three. That's a size 4, that's a size 4, that's a prohibitive world, size 4. This place is pretty much out of resources, so it's worthless for us. Okay, I'm gonna have you go for Trantor.
Course plotted. Engaging node drive.
And I'll have you go for Orcus, I guess.
Fleet moving out.
All right. Yes, I do have another fleet here. You go to
Navigation.
Rantar.
Set course.
And I'm gonna have you come down here. You're gonna go for Durla. Or do I want to grab Wakanda too? I think I'm gonna grab Wakanda too, actually.
Engines to power, aye.
Just to block that off from Hope Hubris. Okay, go ahead and end turn. They really need to be taken down a few, because these turns are taking far too long for my liking to process.
System update.
Unloading ore now, Commander.
Dump your ore. Yeah, I'm sending that combat fleet down here just to see what's there, and then we'll go from there to determine what we want to do next. Wait, just to double check, is that me giving them Meson Beam, or do I actually legitimately not have that? Oh, I legitimately don't have that. That's the next thing after Positron Beam. Yeah, that'll be nice. It's probably not nice enough for me to, you know, actually push out new ships with it in a hurry, but at least we'll have it. I'll probably hold off on actually designing anything with it until there's such a time where I think it's useful. Unknown menace here at Parantar. Yeah, I was about to say, probably Swarm, because that's pretty much all we run into when we go out. We, of course, do have a bunch of other stuff that does come at us. So turn off the second fire group.
Fire! 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 locked.
I'm shocked I actually managed to... Oh, shit. I forgot to tell you guys to do the same.
Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear. Ordnance locked. Maneuver drive to full.
Move off to the side. That way I actually have full sensor visibility.
Target locked. Aye, sir.
You know what? Let's get rid of the ones harassing. The ones that are almost dealt with for
Target data received.
the various ships.
Fire, fire, fire.
Not that you guys are taking any real damage. The swarm does not do much damage to these guys. I realistically could probably auto-resolve these.
Ore carrier's empty, sir.
I don't trust
Repair
auto-resolve in
ship
most
deployed.
games. So I'm generally inclined to not use it.
Drives to full.
That's Prohibitive World. You're free. Go back to Starhaven, grab the last of those. You guys
Aye,
start
sir.
mining
Initiating
there.
asteroid mining.
Colony status green.
Colonize that. Colonize that. Okay, that's the bio war. Okay. Did you finish building all the other ones? You did. Believe that was for... Yes. Okay, that was for you.
Aye, sir.
Takes 6 turns to get there, and fortunately you're going to be going through a system that we currently have not explored, which I'm not a fan of having you do. Though we will be exploring it in just a moment. We do know it's not owned by the Zool. Another Hope Hubris colony looks like has declared independence. They are really struggling to keep those together. This is, of course, good for us. The more Hope Hubris falls apart, the better it is. Now, I just wish they would research AI and have their entire empire collapse. That would make my life even easier. It would also potentially open up some planets for me to conquer. Oh, another swarm.
Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear.
Take out the big uns. Is our first priority. Just because they're the ones who are more likely to actually do some damage to us.
Fire, fire, fire.
And then after that, I think you guys can kind of just engage whoever you want. Oh, came locked up for a second there. I assume it's because it was calculating the damage there.
Target locked.
And of course, prioritize the ones that are attacking you. You can assist your buddies
Aye, sir. Bringing
once you've dealt with your targets.
target data received. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Use the positron beam. Positron, right?
System update.
Let's just double check that real quick. Pretty sure it's a positron beam. Yeah. You want Talok too. I mean... Okay. You act like I care about it. And it's another prohibitive world, okay. Give you your additional bio-war, manage fleet, make sure that the... in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and say let's not bother with the bio-war at the top. The reason being quite simply that it doesn't really matter against the Zool. Focus on infrastructure, focus on infrastructure.
Aye, sir. Initiating asteroid mining.
You mind the last little bit there. There's Wakanda 2.
Quality status green.
Let's go ahead and colonize that. Ooh, okay. Got a little bit closer and we've discovered that there's actually a fleet there. What do we have here? 2 ships. Looks like no defensive stations. Interesting. In that case, actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and have Alpha Fleet 6 move on Naltor, because it seems to be basically undefended. And Omega Fleet 6 is... Yeah, it's gonna head for Scaramucci. And Zeta Fleet 7 is gonna head for Ilmatar. I got a ton of money, which means time to spend that on more freighters. Yeah, you're not going to build any right now because you just do not have the resources. Specifically, more so the infrastructure to make that a valid option. Is this over budget? No. It has one more turn to complete before it goes over budget. And we're going to get into a couple of fights. One of them is going to be bigger than the others. I actually didn't pay... I don't think I actually looked here at Ilmatar to see if they had any significant changes in the defensive fleet. But, oh well, a little too late to do anything about that. Okay, they got a repair station, a couple cruisers. Okay. Destroyer escort, well, destroyers. They're labeled as DE, which would seem to imply destroyer escorts, because I'm pretty sure DD is normally used for just a regular old destroyer. I wonder why they went with DE. Because it's not like a DD would be confused with a DN. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Okay. But, yeah, this is gonna be a fairly painless fight. Oh, okay, Ilmatar. Oh, Hope Hubris is apparently here helping us at Ilmatar. I didn't realize their fleet moved up. Apparently it did. That or it's just stupidly fast and was able to get here coincidentally on the same turn as us. I'm really not sure which it is. But either way, we will have a couple of their ships here. I don't think I've ever bothered with an alliance. Okay, so I was going to say I'm not quite sure how their ships come in here, if they are treated as some of ours or, you know, for the sake of spawning, or if they command them separately. And looks like they command them separately. So that's nice and easy.
Fire, fire, fire!
Now, the one thing I kind of worry about is
Target locked.
them, because these are wars that they're using. So they got the side lancers or whatever version they're using.
Target data received.
And I could see friendly fire being a little bit more common with that design. Now they do seem to have point defense on their ships. Did you guys deal with the, I don't know. Well, considering it looks like your fighters are here, I'm going to assume they did deal with it.
Target locked.
I wish I could select their ships and get a better idea as to what they're using. They're definitely newer than these ships, because these are using Lancers, which are the tier 2 heavy
Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear.
lasers, basically.
Target data received.
But as I was trying to say,
Some kind of acid, sir.
considering that their fighters or drones are up here, I'm going to assume that they have dealt with the repair station. Oh, okay. Not a big fan of the emitters. Thank you very much.
Data received. Aye, sir. Coming to new bearing.
I'm gonna peel off a little bit. I don't want to be that close to them. Like, this ship could basically reach out and touch the Hope Hubris ships.
You heard the man. Get this ship moving.
So yeah, we're gonna move off to the side just a tad.
Aye, full power to engines.
Now I'm curious. That's a blazer. That's a war. There's your CNC. And there's their Mason beams firing. That's what those purple ones are.
New vector set.
Why the hell am I getting smacked by the acid missile? Is that the last one?
Rise to speed.
Yeah, this looks like it's the last one back here, unless there's a big gap. Which I'm inclined to think there's not going to be a big gap, and that is in fact the last one. But we'll see.
Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear.
Nope. Is there just a big gap? Or did these guys legitimately not actually destroy the station. I'm pretty sure there's only the one station. I only recall a single dreadnought showing on the enemy ship list.
Ready, Commander.
Okay, well, we're gonna turn around and head back because I'm getting the feeling they did not deal with it. And they can go hunting on the off chance there is another satellite. Well, actually, it's the AI, and I'm also slightly inclined to believe that they're using AI hacks effectively to just know that there's more ships out here. So maybe... No, we're gonna do our own thing. And hey, if it does turn out that there is in fact another station out here and I completely misread the enemy ship list, then okay, well, they dealt with it. It doesn't really matter to me who deals with it. Now, actually, I'm slightly curious. Who the hell was it launching the drones? Ah, there is another station. Okay. Well, turns out the AI was right, and the AI is, in fact, using AI hacks to know where the station is. But yeah, these guys were launching drones, and I'm really curious as to who was launching them, because I'm pretty sure drones require a dedicated drone ship. And none of these look like the dedicated drone ship, unless this is it.
Victory is
I suppose this could be it. I legitimately don't know. I guess we'll see once we finish researching the tech to see what it looks like. Because that looked like a blazer to me. But admittedly, it didn't really seem like it was firing that many. So those things on the side... Oh, no. Yeah, no, that's definitely not a blazer. Definitely not.
Aye, sir. Coming to new bearing.
Because the blazer has a ton of these. And they're a slightly different shape. So no, those were, I guess, hangars, effectively. Okay. Well, now we know for certain. Hope Hubris is using drones. We may or may not want to do something about that, of course. Whenever we would go to war with them, we may have to use drones of our own to most effectively deal with them.
You heard the man.
We'll figure it out. Now, I know these guys had a station. I believe it was just the one. I'm probably gonna end up needing to basically split the fleet. But first, let's deal with the planet. Actually, I don't think I really need to do that.
Aye, full power to engines.
You go that way. You go that way. You've got Lancers. You can deal with the planet on your own without too much hassle.
New vector set.
I don't know why you turned around. The same with you. Turn back around. Deal with the... Go where you're supposed to go.
Turbines to speed.
Move up. Maybe you get some more guns on target. I don't think you're using your neutron beam or meson. Positron. I keep forgetting. Positron beam on it. Okay, that's been dealt with. You're gonna go around the planet. One of you guys is gonna find the station. I don't know who, and I don't care who. You're gonna have to deal with it by yourself, but I believe it was a repair station.
All ships, correct course.
And remember, it serves me correctly, it's actually shockingly far behind the jump points.
Ah, sir. Ready, Commander.
Oh,
Target data
nope,
received.
you found it.
Aye, sir. Coming to new bearing. Target locked.
Turn around, dude. Come on.
Aye, full power to engines.
Fly towards the station, not off to the side.
Target data received.
Turbines to speed.
This should be close enough for you to start using your lancers.
Target locked.
There you go.
The enemy has been defeated.
System update.
Okay, and this
Research
has...
successfully completed, sir.
We've stripped the planet dry, Commander.
Oh, wonderful. Haven. Argalos is already done. Okay, you don't really have anything
Course
else you
plotted.
can do.
Engaging node drive.
Or really anywhere else you can go until... Well, actually, I can have you come out here.
Fleet moving out.
Go to Pentacon. It's got a fair bit of resources. Can I have you build colonizers in a timely fashion? Yes, I can have you build 3. Perfect.
Construction project initiated.
Rather do it a little bit closer to the front if I can. So let's see. Colony established on Wakanda 2. Focus on infrastructure. Freighters, ship construction, research, combat. Systems explored. More freighters needed. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Sure. Go. Yeah. No. Let's go ahead and get the addict human.
Full funding received, sir. Thank you.
And then design here. Drone. I mean, can't really see the front of it, but yeah, no, that's definitely a different type of ship. So let's go ahead and look at our raiders. So heavy drone has the plasma cannon. Regular drone has the X-ray lasers. I mean, there's always the option of doing like a half and half. 2 heavy drones off the central pylons. Well, I say pylons, but whatever. And then light drones off the center, or off the side. Thank you, game, for not defaulting to the best possible engine tech for some reason. Do I do a standard command? Point deflector? No. Battle bridge or assault? I'm kind of inclined to do an assault. Yeah. Antimatter torpedoes seem to do quite a lot of damage. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with 2 sets of regular swarm drones on the side, and then heavy drones on the middle. Well, actually, So that's 3 swarm drones. That is 6 there. So that'd be 10 total heavy with only 6 regular. Maybe we reverse that, do the heavies on the side and the normal swarms in the middle. That way there's more of the lighter ones. And the reality is I probably benefit more from the lighter ones. Now, part of the question I have and you know what, I'm actually slightly inclined to go and give you some point defense lasers. Yeah, I'm gonna give you point defense. Do you need that much point defense? Probably not. That is a lot of point defense. That's 2 mounts there. That's a 5 mount. That's more too. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do point defense in the middle, I think, where the 5 mounts are, because that is 10 mounts of point defense. That's quite a bit. I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine. Okay. Now, of course, do we actually build this thing? Who the hell knows?
Yes, sir. Ship design ready for construction.
I have 0 qualms about designing something and then just literally never using it. It's, you know, just kind of a thing we do. Because it's better to design it and maybe I'll use it, and instead of worrying about me not having it at all. Okay. I think we're going to hold off on going for Bizarro until after we've got Scaramouche settled. Ilmatar, however, can... Well, actually, you know what? Ilmatar is going to go ahead and continue on. You guys can't change your location, annoyingly. Or your destination. Wish I could. But okay, we'll survive. Prion. I kind of sort of need you to start building me a new fleet, if you don't mind. Someday I'll build a flagship CNC. That day is not today. I want 2 armadas. We're not even really bothering with the blazers anymore. What's the standard fleet comp? 5 blazers. I thought I would have done 6 in all honesty. Did I lose one and I didn't realize? You've got 7. That makes even less sense to me. You've got 5. I'm very confused. Okay. Well, I'm just going to have you build 2 armadas for now, because that's most of our money gone already. And we'll go from there. Actually, we're at 50 minutes, so that's going to be the end of this part. I will see you all next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.